In the annals of Sudanese history, few figures loom as large as Muhammad Ahmad. Born in 1844 on an island in the Nile, Ahmad's journey from humble beginnings to becoming a pivotal force in Sudan's struggle for independence is a tale of unwavering faith, charismatic leadership, and revolutionary fervor. As a young man, Ahmad immersed himself in religious studies, developing a reputation for piety and wisdom that would later serve as the foundation for his messianic claims. In 1881, he declared himself the Mahdi, the prophesied redeemer of Islam, igniting a powerful movement that would challenge the very foundations of Anglo-Egyptian rule in Sudan. The Mahdist uprising gained momentum rapidly, drawing supporters from across the region who were disenchanted with foreign domination and yearning for spiritual renewal. Ahmad's followers, known as the Ansar, were driven by a potent mix of religious zeal and nationalist sentiment, forming a formidable force that would soon shake the colonial powers to their core. The defining moment of Ahmad's campaign came in 1885 with the siege of Khartoum. For months, the city had stood as a bastion of British and Egyptian authority, defended by the legendary General Charles George Gordon. As Ahmad's forces tightened their grip on the capital, tension mounted both in Sudan and in the corridors of power in London and Cairo. On January 26, 1885, the Mahdist army launched its final assault on Khartoum. In a stunning display of military prowess and religious fervor, Ahmad's followers overwhelmed the city's defenses. The fall of Khartoum sent shockwaves through the British Empire, not least because of the death of General Gordon, whose last stand had captured the imagination of the British public. The victory at Khartoum was more than just a military triumph. It was a powerful symbol of resistance against colonial rule and a validation of Ahmad's divine mission in the eyes of his followers. With the capture of the Sudanese capital, the Mahdi had achieved what many thought impossible: the defeat of one of the world's most powerful empires by a local, religiously inspired movement. In the wake of this momentous victory, Muhammad Ahmad set about establishing the Mahdist State, a theocracy based on his interpretation of Islamic law and principles. This new state represented a radical departure from the previous colonial administration, aiming to create a society governed by religious ideals and free from foreign influence. For the next 13 years, the Mahdist State would stand as a beacon of independence in a continent largely dominated by European powers. Under the leadership of Ahmad and his successors, Sudan experienced a period of autonomy that would have lasting implications for its national identity and political future. The legacy of Muhammad Ahmad extends far beyond his military victories or the short-lived state he founded. His uprising against Anglo-Egyptian rule became a powerful narrative of resistance, inspiring future generations of Sudanese nationalists and Pan-Africanists. The Mahdist movement demonstrated the potential of indigenous, religiously inspired resistance against colonial domination, a model that would resonate across Africa and the Islamic world. Moreover, Ahmad's success in uniting diverse Sudanese communities under the banner of religious and national liberation laid the groundwork for a sense of shared Sudanese identity that would prove crucial in the country's later struggles for independence and self-determination. However, the Mahdist state was not without its challenges and contradictions. The rigid implementation of religious law and the ongoing conflict with neighboring powers strained resources and tested the loyalty of the population. The state's isolation from the wider world also hindered economic development and modernization efforts. Despite these challenges, the Mahdist period remains a crucial chapter in Sudanese history, representing a bold attempt to forge an independent path in the face of colonial encroachment. The figure of Muhammad Ahmad, the self-proclaimed Mahdi, continues to evoke complex and often conflicting emotions in Sudan and beyond. Revered by some as a liberator and religious reformer, viewed by others as a charismatic but ultimately destructive force. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Muhammad Ahmad, we are reminded of the power of belief, the complexities of resistance movements, and the enduring impact of charismatic leadership in shaping the course of history. His story serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of oppression and the profound influence that individuals can have in challenging established orders and inspiring movements for change.